is Elizabeth Carter, and I am the sponsor for the National Junior Honor Society. I want to welcome you to the first induction ceremony held at Arkansas Middle School, and it is my great pleasure to introduce our student MC, Janet Oden.
Miss Caroline, Mr. Arnold, Mr. James, Ms. Hill, parents and students, welcome to the 2020-2021 National Junior Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our National Junior Honor Society chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you two are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to be inducting these new members with today's ceremony, indicating the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent in our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish our eligibility for our membership, our chapter members are leaders in many students' organizations. We serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of these record accomplishments and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as National Junior Honor Society members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance the membership to Arkansas Middle School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 5 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
Service.
Service can be established in the routines of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others, both at school and the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the qualities we seek in our membership and promote to the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Citizenship.
Citizenship, the obligations each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, our nation, and our world are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to not only improve our lives, but the lives of all our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and in preventing injustice from entering our lives. We, the members of the chapel, are called to live up to this high standard of citizenship from this day forward.
Character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others to be rather than seen. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
At this time, will the new inductees please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will always maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. You may be seated. And now, as your name is called, please step forward to receive a membership certificate and sign the official chapter register.
Front row, please stand. Anaya Arnold. Jackson Arnold. Zeph Black. Sarah Boyles. Lainey Brooks. Raylyn Brown. Nicholas Brown. Quazavian Brown. Elisa Bunda. Journey Burris. Jacob Dupree. Allie Edwards. Isaiah Irwin. Michael Forehand. Aubrey Gammon. Addison Gurley. Kason Greenwell. Nyasia Hampton. Hallie Harris. Isaiah Ivy. Hayden Kisselberg. India Lewis. Hannah Lowry. Brooklyn Markle. Piper McBride. Baylor McClelland. Isabella Miners. Riley Moore. Cadence Murphy. Brian Nard. Caden 9. Alexis Peoples. Ryan Palmies. Leterick Slater. Jewel Smart. Leighton Stone. Amaya Sutton. Jeremiah Vardaman. Please join me in a round of applause for our new 7th grade inductees. Eighth grade. Abigail Anderson. Clayton Beatty. Anaya Black. Brittany Brewer. Landon Brown. Kobe Burris. RJ Burris. Charles Cornelius. Emma Duncanson. Makaisha Edens. Camilla Gordon. Dawson Hines. Abigail Hopkins. Sophia Labrada. Macy Lee. Jimmy Lexing. Elvia Marufo. Dominic McIntyre. Quan Mixon. Carla Montalban. Briannis Moore. Hayden Moya. Kaylee Nell. Macy Price. Margaret Scott, absent. Joshua Sharp. Saleha Thompson. Nevaeh Walker. Alasia Webster. Landon West. Scooter Wilder. Erica Wembley. Chloe Wolf. And a round of applause for our new 8th grade inductees.
And now, please welcome our principal, Ms. Cowan, who will offer congratulatory remarks to the new members.
Good afternoon, and first of all, I'd like to say on behalf of my administrative staff, thank you for being here today to celebrate this time with our students. This is our very, very first in our brand new Arkansas Middle School full assembly, and so we're excited about that, and I hope you were too. You know, this has been a tough year, so, you know, I'm always proud of our students when they stand here and they're part of the National Honor Society induction, but this year's been really tough. Some of us started out learning virtually and then became traditional. Some of us have been traditional all year long, but have been missing some of our friends and some of the things that we count on to make the academic experience. Some of us started out as hybrid. We are now almost 100%. I think we have less than 70 kids who are not full-time learners here on campus. So their year has shifted throughout the year from hybrid and virtual to traditional to almost all traditional. And so it seemed like their lives were changing every day, is my point, as many of us have experienced throughout this COVID pandemic. And so to be standing here today being recognized says that they have a lot of grit. And so I'm super, super proud of them. And they will tell you that most mornings we begin our morning out with a quote that I have found that I think is important in what's going on in our school life, or motivation to get done what they need to get done. And so today I want to share a quote with you and all of our students. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desire to reach their potential. And we are definitely looking at about 88 students today who are definitely determined to reach their full potential. And for that, we are very proud. I would also like to say, on behalf of our admin team, Mr. James, Mr. Arnold, and Ms. Hill Washington, how very proud we are of you today. I know your parents and your family members will tell you that at some point, or they did when you received your first letter. But I want you to know that we've been watching you in grades like never, ever before, and we're so proud that you made it to this point. And I'm looking for big, big things. I've been following our seniors this year, and I'll be following you when you're seniors. Been reaching out to some of them have been over to have lunch with me, and I've been celebrating their successes, and I'll follow your journey. Just 8th graders, when you leave me, you don't really leave me, you just leave walking through the halls where you see me every morning. I'd like to close this assembly with another quote, and I like this one. It's coming from Nelson Mandela, and I hope that all of you will take it to heart, because you definitely are going to have the education to move you forward. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And I'm encouraging and inspiring and hoping that you're motivated to do just like that. I want you to use the education that you gain in the next 4 to 5 years to get ready to change the world. And remember that even at this point in your life, you have the power to have changed the world that you live in. Again, congratulations from our admin team. Congratulations, parents. They would not be here today without you. You are behind their success for sure. And again, thank you for coming. Before we leave, it is very important that you know that I know is customary that after one of these assemblies that you get to leave a little early and go home and celebrate with your families. And we welcome that. I encourage you to do that. But you must sign out. I must know exactly who your child went with and that they are checked out in what time. That is part of the safety protocol that we follow here. So please do that. Is there another announcement? Ms. Carter's going to close.
Before we have this, when I close our ceremony for today, I want to take a moment and I want to acknowledge all of our returning members. So if you are a returning member, let's go ahead and stand up and give these students a round of applause because they took that. I'm going to go ahead and be seated. I'm going to pass this to Ms. Janet.
Thank you all for attending our National Junior Honor Society induction ceremony. Please join me in applauding all of our new Junior Honor Society members. Thank you. And now,